Right now it's still a grind. Right now we're having fun at practice. We're working really, really hard, and it's actually very exciting to see the passion that these younger guys and actually veterans too putting in the time of practice. So it's still working progress, but I'm actually very excited for the game.
You've been through a few of these fall camps. Do you have a pretty good idea of what this team is about right now? And did you have it in past fall camps at the end of it?
No, not necessarily. I think it's always too early to judge. I think you can judge a team 3 games into the season. I mean, you never want to just judge off game one or the big after fall camp. I think it's going to take a while to figure out our identity on both sides of the ball, um, and go from there.
What are you doing specifically to prepare for Virginia?
I think we're doing a lot of different things. We're keying on their quarterback, who's really good, number 5. They also got a couple outside guys that are really impressive, and their O-line, I think. So we're just trying to take one thing at a time, specifically starting from the quarterback down on the line, and we're taking it one period at a time of worrying about what we're doing and then kind of reacting off what they're going to do.
Do you think in the first game, because your defense is so good last year, like type of pressure to kind of keep that up, even though a lot of you guys in there to kind of keep going as last year?
I think pressure is what you make of it. Here at BYU, the defense is held to a high standard, so we know that going into every single season. So I don't think it's necessarily pressure. I think we kind of like that, we want that, and that's kind of the attitude we take going against offenses, that we're the best in the country and we're out to prove it.
Why do you guys think you've been so successful in season openers over the years?
I think we have smart guys that put the time in to know what the offenses are doing. So I think knowing what they're doing and then being able to execute what we're capable of doing at a high level totally helps out with the game plan. And with that being said, it usually determines the outcome in the game, and usually there's a special teams play there, here and there that work in the opener, and I think that's a big key for us, that we have guys that are starters on special teams, and I think that helps out the team all. And then defensively, we just come prepared.
Kyle, what are you most looking forward to heading out to Virginia?
I don't know. There's lots of things. We play a game. I think that's what we're here to do, is play a game, so that's what I'm most excited for.
Give us your scouting report on Virginia's offense, kind of a smash mouth, maybe run-based offense.
Yeah, it's their coach is from Colorado State, so I expect them to try to be ground and pound, and it's pro-style offense, so play action off that, as well as they have a quarterback that's mobile, that can run, and so he can throw as well. So it's going to be, they're not a fluke, they're not anybody we were taking lightly. They're a really good team, and we respect them, and I think their coach respects us after the years playing against us at Colorado State. So they're going to be prepared just as well as we are, and I think it's just going to be a battle of who wants it more.
All fall camp, and even in spring, you faced a fast-paced offense. So Robert and I, are you looking forward to maybe slowing things down against Virginia?
No, I actually like the fast-paced offense. It keeps me in shape, and it keeps the other guys in shape, and so we like it, and we're ready for it.
Do you remember much about road trips? I mean, if you go back over your years, do you remember the surroundings very much? And this being your senior year, do you appreciate that anymore?
Yeah, of course. I'm looking forward to being in Virginia and being my brother lived out there for a while, so I was able to visit there, and it's a beautiful surrounding, and I actually have a dinner planned with a buddy of mine that I haven't seen for a long time, and so it's going to be good to visit with him and be able to talk with him and just be able to go over my football career and tell him how blessed I am to travel all these different places. It's fun, and it's a different type of animal, and it's fun.
Kyle, what worries you, concerns you about their offense?
I think their quarterback. Their quarterback's really mobile. He can throw. He's big, and they have guys that are returning that are really well and experienced. And I think it's just going to be a good game. I'm actually looking forward to it, and they have good weapons, and I hope we have good players, and I hope that we just come together and have a good game.
You talk about traveling, a lot of young guys on the team. What concerns you about maybe distance or just traveling in general as the week goes on and guys being ready?
I don't think necessarily anything. For a younger guy, I think it's new to them, so they're kind of giddy and excited to go somewhere. But they'll understand when they're around the veterans that it's a business, that we're going over there to win. And I think they'll understand that quickly, and I also think they have that same edge because they want to be prepared for the game. So I think it won't be a big problem.
Taysom said it was marvelous not to have to worry about school before a game.
Yeah, I think it's huge to be able to put in as many hours as you can before a game is huge for us, and to meet defensively without the coaches and be able to get on a level with players to be on the same page for the game with the communication, where that person's going to be. So it's been good meeting extra with the leaders on defense and the starters, and to be able to communicate of what's going on. So it's really helped us and benefited us.
Kyle, you probably answered this, but they announced the captains today. I think when people think of BYU football this year, they think of Kyle Van Noy's name right at the top. Does that surprise you not being named a captain, or does that even matter?
No, it doesn't really matter. I think it's a team decision, and I'm happy for the captains we have. They're really good players, and they're really good leaders, and I think it'll help out our team. And I'm still a leader. It doesn't mean I have to be a captain to be a leader. It's just going out and flipping a coin toss. I don't think I have the best luck in the world anyways, so I think I'll just enjoy running out the tunnel and being a leader that leads by example.
What do you think of when you think of Virginia football? I mean, you guys have played some teams that have pretty storied history. When you think of Virginia football, does anything come to mind?
No, not necessarily. Well, the only person that comes to mind is the defensive end. Right now, my mind went blank. Howie Long. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Or his son, excuse me. Howie Long's son played there, and I think he was really good.
You guys went on the road a couple years ago, start the season, Ole Miss. Can you draw any parallels on this year, heading to a place you've never played before in an environment that's different?
I think we're going to take the same approach to it, that we're prepared, that we have a good team, and we're going to go down there to win. And that's about it.